All right, I think we're live, so let's
I mean, there's a counter on it. It says so.
woo!
Oh,
Hey
what's up?
gang, FLX for Beer Reviews. Back with a live review. Not that we do it too often, but
Oh,
whatever.
Dan. Hi. I didn't know you were there. What's going on? How are we doing?
um, so yeah,
Oh, hi there.
if you're looking at the title, we're reviewing a barley wine today. So today we have. Let me bring up the big screen, shall we?
Hold on.
Maybe.
There's just so much condensation all over this can.
Yeah, right. So we're reviewing a beer from the Beer Tree Brew Company out of Port Crane, New York, and this is their Old Man Splitfoot.
What a
This is
cool
an
label.
American Barleywine, 11.3 ABV, canned on 12/27/2023, and Dave did it.
Allegedly.
So does yours say the same thing?
It does say the same thing.
Okay, fan-frickin-tastic. So yeah, I picked up a couple of cans of these a while ago over at Quickly's, aka Dia Prima's, over in Fairport, New York, a while back, and I paid $5.50 for the can.
I mean, it seems like a steal.
Yeah,
For
see.
a big barley wine like that? I mean,
Yeah, so we classify this as an American barley wine.
Yep.
So we'll get into it. I've been storing this in my beer fridge about 41 degrees. I've let it warm a little bit.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah. So this will be interesting. I want to know if it's like Bigfoot or what, but
Yeah, I'm really curious to get into this thing.
I'm gonna pour halfway. I'm not gonna fill it up all the way.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, they gave some information on the untaps, but so 12/27. We're what? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Five-ish.
5 months old, give or take.
Pushing 6. Yeah.
All right, so
It looks the part.
definitely, it has this kind of deep, kind of red mahogany, kind of worn penny kind of look. Like
oh yeah,
penny.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nice kind of tan head that's sticking around. It looks creamy almost.
Yeah.
And it looks beautiful in this crafty glassware.
Oh, it does. It does.
It looks great. Baby. A good suggestion. Hey, let's get a whiff on this thing. Oh, that smells fantastic.
So, when you get the nose, if you like, I'm just like kind of sniffing right around the rim of the glass, letting it's just sneaking up the side of the glass. There is a really kind of nice, sweet, deep caramel kind of malt thing going on with it. With like almost like a little bit of raisin.
Yeah, it's a very, like, I know you can't smell smooth, but it smells like a very smooth stone fruit, like a really nice, like, dark cherry in there, your raisin, like you said, a little fig in there, but with a really nice, like, bready, like soft, warm bread.
Yeah. So
it smells so good.
And you can kind of smell the hops, like the citrus aspect that it brings. I'm not gonna lie. It's got that kind of Bigfootish kind of smell, a little less aggressive with hop, but
yeah, I agree with you. This is much more of a subtle kind of satiny aroma. Like I have high expectations for this thing now.
Yeah. So we wanted to live stream this one because I wanted to drink it from cold to warm and just relax, let the beer do its thing. We don't rush it. So cheers. Let's dive in.
Cheers, my friend. Let's dive in. Let's do it.
Before I even get to the flavors, because this is Real quickly, East Coast, cheers. Brevis, cheers.
Yeah.
Nerd Sense, chug it. I'm not
So
chugging this damn barley wine. It's not happening. So yeah, I love the label too, by the way.
I love the label. The label's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I really, and I kind of like, I mean, I'm so used to having like IPAs from Beer Tree. And I like that, I'm like, oh yeah, this is a Beer Tree beer, because you see that subtle Beer Tree label right on the side, but it really lets this gorgeous label shine.
So here's the thing though, like I saw barley. I've never had I've had stouts, I've had some sours. I've never seen them make a barley wine. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, right off the bat, 11.3 ABV. Maybe a touch thin, but it seems full, but I think it's pretty full for the ABV.
I don't know if you're getting the same thing, but that what my first thought was. For the ABV, it's very light and airy and kind of soft.
See, I'm trying to differentiate between the mouthfeel and the body.
Yeah, that's always hard for me to do.
And maybe it's that mouthfeel that's the light, soft thing, but the body's full enough, because it doesn't, right off the bat, like it doesn't really fully encompass the palate. It's not oily or, it sticks around, it lingers, but you don't have that waterfall of just,
It really does coat the entire palate without setting heavy on it. It's like almost a cotton candy. It's just everywhere in your mouth, but you're not like, oh man, this is going to destroy my palate. I feel like you might be able to drink all this and not feel completely exhausted by the time you're done.
What's the first taste that popped in your mouth?
Malt. A really nice, like, fruit cake malt kind of goodness. And right behind it is some caramel toffee notes to it. Tastes like fall as we're drinking it on this end of May. Dude,
it does taste like fall, but it definitely, I could see like the deep caramel note. But again, for me, I think that raisin really kind of plays through. But definitely, I could see like the fruitcake aspect. We recently, Nikki made these nougat things, and they're like chocolate nougats, but they have like jujus in them.
Oh, okay.
And I sort of get that fruity, sugary juju thing going on with this.
That is interesting. All right.
But if you wrapped it up in like a snickerdoodle kind of weird thing.
I'm honestly kind of annoyed that we don't have any of those nougaty juju things to pair up with this beer now that you mentioned it. I wish you'd give it a shot.
As I'm drinking it, the front of the palate continues to be sweet. Where the back end, you get that nice balance of the bitterness from the hops. I wouldn't. It is akin to Bigfoot or similar American barley wines, but I don't think it's terribly aggressive with the hops. The hops are there. It brings a nice citrus component for me. It brings a really nice balance of like a red vine candy.
Yeah.
With a touch of like almost like a nutmeg thing going on.
Okay. I like the pull of the hops. Now that it's settling in, I'm getting much more of the hops on the back end of the palate. And to me, it's coming off very much like the fresh or like a wet hopped IPA. And it's very pleasant on the back. Like that transition from fruity, malty bread caramel to almost citrusy, grassy bit. It doesn't sound like it would go, but it's really pleasant. I'm enjoying it.
Dude, right now, doesn't this come off as like, this is like the triple version of Celebration?
Oh.
Doesn't it? Like
well, all the qualities over. I mean, you just nailed that right there. So yeah.
Like if they made Celebration, but made like a triple Celebration, I think you'd get that.
I'm sad because I want that now.
Like the American Barleywine is it's a fun style because it can turn into so many things. Like even as you age it, it could die down. Like you could age it and hops could
swirl that head up. It's so soft.
All right. Oh yeah,
it's so soft.
But like it could die down.
Right. You're right.
Hops could go away, or it could be like when that 2013 Bigfoot we open, and it's like, oh, hello, hops, you're still here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I used to really love English barley wines, more so than these. But over the years, I've kind of come to enjoy these. I think a bit.
I'm right there with you. Yeah, I like the journey these styles take you on. I didn't think I would like the hop addition to it because I'm like, oh, I want that bready, malty, just fruit, and that's it. But I think as my palates evolved, I've come to appreciate that more. Yeah. And this is not disappointing me whatsoever. I really enjoy this.
Let's see what they say about it.
Yeah. Let's get some information.
So, Beer Tree
like we know what we're talking about.
Really quick, we'll catch up on some chats. East Coast, how nice of you to reimburse Mike for his 1%, Dan. Listen, I gave him back like 4%. I don't know where you've been.
Oh,
Drew says, cheers, Mike. Nothing about Dan. It's like, fuck Dan. You know,
okay. You're done. You've exhausted your presence to everyone.
Yeah, I take mine back. I would also like to only specifically cheers to Mike as well. Okay. All right. I see what's going on here. Dan,
if you want to check out of this review, I'll go solo for the rest of it. I get it.
Mike.
Dan's now shut the comments off. Giving the people what they want. Tastes like solo. I like it. I didn't know how freeing this would be. Didn't know how shackled I had been this whole time. It's like an anchor just dragging me away. Every beer I opened, every bottle I cracked, always just pulling me down, not allowing me to flourish and blossom. Become really the beer connoisseur and aficionado that I was meant to be. It's all come down to. Oh, look, there's my ball and chain. You sure can, buddy. Because you know what? Your 49% is what's going to keep this channel alive. But it's my 51%. It's going to keep people interested. Hi there, Dan. Right. How you doing?
All right. So let's see what Beer Tree has to say about this. Old Man Splitfoot, our American Barleywine. Actually, what am I doing, Mike? This is rookie moves. We have technology. Why do I need to read it without people seeing what's up?
I don't know anything about technology.
All right. Check this out.
What am I going to be able? Oh my goodness. That's small writing. Welcome to our video channel. Would you like to read?
All right. So there we go. So it says, Old Man Splitfoot, our American barley wine with robust 11.3 ABV, pours a deep mahogany. I said that. Malt-forward flavors dominate the palate, featuring sweet caramel, rich toffee, and subtle notes of dark raisin. All balanced by a touch of hop bitterness. Old Man Splitfoot invites you to savor the bold complexity of this craft brew, a testament to the artistry of the barley wine tradition.
I think we said absolutely all of that, like verbatim almost.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. I'm stoked that we get to sit here and kind of just let it warm, and already it's warmed up pretty good. How do you think the sweetness is going for you? Because I know for you, sweetness is hit or miss.
It's not like those triple candied sweetness. I think honestly that fresh wet hop bitterness balances it out so much for me that it doesn't become just completely cloying the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm going to enjoy this entire can.
I think I'm going to let it warm some more. I'm going to drink some more before I give it a good rating.
Yeah. I mean, that was the idea of this. Let's drink it. Let's just let it do everything it possibly can.
That's very interesting on the back end that you get that hop bitterness. Like you have a nice kind of resinous kind of like grapefruit jelly kind of thing going on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think that's a great pull.
But that sweetness never cracks. That sweetness is there the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, which I like that. That's a nice balance. If I'm having an American Barleywine, I really like that balance.
Yeah, I do too.
I wonder how this would age. I mean, we're 5 months in. I mean, but I should have grabbed the whole damn 4-pack and just.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I'd love to drink this in another 6 months and see what else it does. Oh, yeah.
So it was pretty cool. Hopped Up Beer Reviews. They released their review of 2024 Bigfoot today.
Oh, okay.
And quick shout out to them. They shouted us out and actually put the thumbnail of our video up on their review of the 2013 because they were talking about how would it change with the cellaring and aging and stuff. So shout out to them. Poor Ben, he saw a review, went back to his bottle shop to grab another bottle. He's like, I'm going to age one. Sold out.
Gone up.
And apparently, like, where they live is like Mississippi's like the vortex of beer. Like, they get crap distros. So
it's like you see one thing, you might as well just buy all of it. Otherwise, that's it.
I wonder, I'd have to do some research, but I wonder if Beer Tree has ever done like bottles or anything or different variants of this, or if it's a one-off or.
That's a good question. Yeah, it does make me wonder, like, since it's not a style we've had from him before, if it's one of those things where, hey, we just did it for the sake of doing it, or it's kind of a regular thing.
Well, I'm gonna look up right now.
We got time. This beer's not going anywhere.
Yeah, we got time. Comments. There's Joe. You can read that one off while I look up.
Oh, geez. Of course he comes in. I'll cheers Dan because we're both going to the Rochester Real Beer X. So that's what F Mike. He's just trying to make you feel better.
Let's see. If I go into the beers and then I filter style. Here we go. Barleywine American. Oh, okay. So, according to Untapped, this is the only barley wine they've ever made.
Is that right?
This might be their first barley wine.
Do it again.
Let's see. Drew says, cheers, Dan. True, Drew. Trying to see what the oldest check-in. Can I probably sort this by old?
You probably can.
Global.
We live in a
because if you go in their styles, it's not even barley wine English. It's just barley wine American. That's it. They have.
Okay.
Now they have some wheat beers. They have a winter warmer, Russian Imperial Stout, but yeah, nothing barley wine. No strong ale that I see. So that's cool, man.
Okay.
So that makes sense why I'd never had anything from them.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you grabbed some because this is very enjoyable.
Dude, I had to. I was like, when you don't see shit from a brewery, you're just like, okay, I want to try you.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Now, are you having trouble finishing this? I just hard poured the rest of mine.
Did you?
Look at that.
Oh gosh. I'll tell you what, the like grape jelly is coming out even more now.
Mm-hmm. Grape jelly with like a dusting. Cheers! I'm only here for Mike.
I don't blame you.
Well, welcome to the club.
I'm only here for
Apparently
me too.
There's a, you know what? If we were at Comic-Con and me and you had a table each, your line would be out there, and I'd just be like chilling, just waiting. You know.
Look at this 51%, just diminishing.
But yeah, Josh, that's what we're drinking, buddy. Old Man Splitfoot, American Barleywine from Beer Tree. Yeah, that grape jelly is really, it makes me almost think of when you make the little smokies with like the grape jelly and how it melts down.
I'll tell you what, like I'm smacking my lips. Like I'm getting that little coating of the sweetness on my lips, but it's not, again, overly sweet. Oh, it's good.
It truly is. It's a bit dirtier version of Bigfoot, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I'm still on the whole, if they made a triple celebration IPA, it would be this.
I wish you hadn't brought that back up. That's all I'm going to think about now.
Yeah, this is good. Do you want to rate it yet? Are you comfortable rating it yet?
There's a little more left to go.
Okay.
Let's see what happens in a few minutes. I think I got it, though. I'm definitely getting a nice, the bready note is leaning more towards like a wheat bread kind of thing, where some of those beers I'll get like the peanut butter on wheat bread. Now I'm getting, it's the grape jelly, like maybe on toast or something. It's so soft.
It does. So the hops, I don't know what hops they use. I really would like to know.
Yeah, didn't say on anything.
No.
Gotta be a C hop.
I will say there is, throughout all the sweet raisin toffee kind of thing going on and that citrus grapefruit kind of pith, there is, for me, a really big floral peppery note coming through. And I think it complements that sweet undertone. But yeah, the citrus is really turning floral for me right now.
I think that goes to that whole like fresh hop note I get out of it. It's very just like you just pulled them from the vine, and maybe you're just chewing on it a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, have you ever done Flonase? Have you ever had Flonase?
No.
It's like literally sniffing the crack concentrate of a flower. And it's like this supreme floral thing going on.
Okay.
But yeah, I could definitely see what you're saying. It's like if you took just raw fucking hops and just like give it a good whiff, and then you just dipping it in like caramel and sugar and all that. Yeah.
I mean, this, to your floral note, this beer has just continued to blossom since we first poured it. I mean, it's not like changing very complexly, but I don't even know if that's a word, but it's just evolving and blossoming softly enough, just like the mouthfeel. And it's
a very consistent flavor. That's what it is. It's very consistent. It does have its complexities, but it does just continue to hammer home that really kind of deep red vine grape jelly, sweet raisin kind of thing with that floral nutmeggy pepperiness. And then you get the deep citrus. All right, yeah. Really, I don't have much more to say about the beer. It's delicious.
I don't think I do either. I just will end up repeating ourselves.
Yeah. I think it's I think I'm gonna roll with like probably. That's good. 4.3. 4.3 comes to mind.
Okay, I was in the high 4.4 range. I'm pushing 4.5. I really like this a lot. I think if you like American Barleywines, you cannot go wrong with this beer. And for a first outing from this brewery, they hammered it home.
Yep. Joe has sticky lips.
Jeez.
They're hanging out behind Resurgence bartenders, you know what I mean? Last beer, just ate a bunch of Taco Bell. I hope you
the American Barleywine of fast food.
Yeah, I hope you checked out that soda. Taco Bell is the only fast food restaurant that literally on certain items there's a big. It's like, you know how Dogfish has the triangle with the like warning on the label. Taco Bell, if you go on the mobile app, they have the big sodium alert warning on certain items. It's like, hey, if you're getting this, just to let you know, it's got like 3,000 milligrams of sodium.
There's just a whole canister of salt in here.
Yeah.
What's that new menu they have? The cicada menu or whatever it is?
I don't know.
The chupacabra menu or whatever. All I know is that old Delicate Spice and all our work pals got. They're like, this is God's gift to Mexican food. I'm like, oh, God.
Here's the thing with Taco Bell. I always get the same items over and over. If I'm gonna get Taco Bell, if I'm I get like drunken Taco Bell, I always get the same things over and over. I always love the grilled chicken chipotle like dollar menu fucking burrito.
Okay.
I really like the veggie burrito. That's good too.
Oh, all right.
I get down with the Crunchwrap Supreme time to time.
Crunchwrap is good. I haven't had one in a while, but I remember it being really good.
All right. Josh says, does anyone have a bottle of Bless from Anchorage?
Go.
Josh, I spent my $150 elsewhere, so no, I don't.
I'm sure the resource has like at least 2 or 3 of them just sitting around. We'll get one another year.
Joe says, give me those Buffalo Styles IPAs, baby.
Hey, they're on their 10th anniversary here soon, I believe.
Oh, my God. Do you think who's having the 10th anniversary? Resurgence?
Yeah, I believe so.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to unveil like a bronze statue of Joe? Just
They're finally going to come out and tell everybody what a Buffalo style IPA actually is.
Yeah.
It's just
got a
Cheerios
chicken burrito and a Crunchwrap Supreme and a 7-layer burrito.
Smells like 7 layers. That beer eats Taco Bell.
The great thing about Taco Bell, though, is it's one of the only few fast food joints where you can really customize the shit out of it. You know what I mean? You can add, take away, whatever. Like, they stole our idea. Me and Hayes used to go there back in the day when the Doritos tacos came back out. We're like, yo, give us that cheesy gordita crunch, but we want the Dorito taco in there. And then years later, now it's like a
blast.
Yeah. So, Bumpy says Cheerios.
Yep.
Hamburg started at first. I have an old box from them, and their lager says Buffalo style lager. Gross.
Well, that's not a Buffalo style IPA, Joe. I'm sorry to tell you. Do a little research.
No. Why isn't Jenny taking a capital? Like, why aren't they being capitalist and like Rochester style Kolsch or Rochester style cream ale?
You know, they really could do that.
Yep, Rochester style cream ale. There we go. By the way, recently, off topic, had Prison City cream ale. A bunch of people shitting on Untapped, but fuck Untapped, it's toxic anyways. It was a really good cream ale.
Really?
I highly suggest next time you're at AJ's or something, pick yourself up.
Keep an eye out. I didn't even know they did a cream ale. I'll grab it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I gave mine 4.25. You get what, 4.4?
Yeah, if I had said high 4.4,
Old Man
4.5. Great label. Great label.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, this is good. I'm glad we finally got to drink it.
You know, after all this time of it sitting in the beer fridge, I'm glad it did not disappoint. Like, that would have been a real bummer. Hey, let's do a live stream. Let's drink the whole can. This will be great. And then it ends up being garbage.
In fact, it did the opposite, right? Like, we drank it and it was like, automatically, I'm like, should have picked up the 4-pack.
I made a terrible mistake.
Isn't it not the thing, though? It's like, when you buy these, like, barley wines and these big things, You should just buy more to cellar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's a gamble either way. Either you buy enough to have some now in cellar, and it's a great decision because it's great fresh, and then it's even better cellared, or buy some and it's garbage fresh, and you're like, oh no, now I've got like 2 more in the cellar. I hope it gets better. Like,
yeah,
all I can think of is the what was that? The Bourbon County from this past year. The backyard. Because I bought 2, I'm like, oh, I'm a cellar one. I opened it fresh. I'm like, oh, this isn't very good. I'm like, I want it cellar.
Yeah,
I think no, I did the same thing.
That beer is so decisive and weird. Like, there's so many people have been like, I don't like that beer, and I'm like, I didn't mind it. I know. How about a blind battle beer battle? Prison City versus Jenny. That'd be fun. Oh, that would be good.
Nice cream ale blind battle would be good.
No more aging for Mike. He's already taking too much shelf. Joe's taking up shelf space too. That son bitch. There's still 2 bottles down there from like a Beer Tree Brew way back when. We're like, oh yeah, we'll just keep it at Dan's house. If we're gonna ever review beer, I'll just be here. And
not thinking that when we do, we can bring more.
I'm about to open it. I'm about to drink it. You know?
And after drinking this Beer Tree Barleywine, no decisions we make can be held against us.
So, no, Josh, we do not have a double dry hop ghost in the machine.
Yeah, I've got a few of them hanging around somewhere. Yeah,
I've got a Black Tuesday from the brewery. Hey,
or South 10 when you need them.
And matter of fact, anytime you buy another half beer, I know you bought other half, Josh. I can buy whatever other half. Anyways, really quick before we take off, I don't know. Are we going to take off, or are we going to like end it and do like a hangout just for a little bit afterwards, or what do you want to do? You want to live, or want me to end it, or what do you want to do?
We can end it. Do an offline. That way, it's a
right. Okay. Here's what I'll do real quick. I'm going to put the link in the chat. There is the link. Anyone that would like to join, you can join. We might hang out for a little bit. I'll probably drink 1 more beer after this just to kind of wash out the palate. And if you want to hang out, Joe, if you want to break your code of silence towards us, feel free to hang out and we can, chat. Other than that, until next time, gang, down below, all the link trees you would ever need. That's our emails, our taps, all the social medias, all the ads. Hit us up. It's been fun. This has been another episode of As Beer Swirls live edition. Old Man Splitfoot. Woo! How about them American Barleywine, son?
Gotta love them.
That's what's up.